Start it up in case this ends up being a 1cc. Welcome everyone. Have you been enjoying yourselves tonight? Well, whatever you thought, it doesn't matter. Get yourselves geared up for Omega Fighter Special. Released by Universal Playland in 1989. Brought to you on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4 much more recently. Quite frankly, UPL should be given more credit than they got for pioneering deeper score chasing, much like how Metroid kickstarted speedrunning. Namco is the only other company that made shmups with more scoring longevity than just survive as long as possible. We are playing this on MAME since it's convenient for me, and accurate to the PCB nowadays. But I got this on my PS4, and should seriously consider getting this on the Switch, so I can play it on the bathroom as well. The setup is pretty stock. We got a good old-fashioned alien invasion, consisting of only one super Star Destroyer. The entire game is the R-type battleship stage, but it's much better built than the Death Star was. You fly to each of its components and take it out piece by piece, since its core is heavily guarded. When the attack drones get in our way, we get to make them kiss our paint job. Yes, the spray painter did an impeccable job making this fighter jet shine, and these dumb bots are gonna appreciate it. You don't want them to kiss your ass, though. That's outside your range of fire, and that's likely to get you killed. That, my good audience, is worth a times 10 multiplier. Good for 50 to infinite hours of replayability, as theoretically you'd be able to kill every single enemy in the game like that with meticulous planning and extensive knowledge of the enemy spawns. That made Omega Fighter one of the first times we really saw a risk and reward mechanic being implemented in a game that has set level structure and an actual goal to reach, rather than, say, Galaxian or Gapless, which just keep going on and on. But wait, there's more! You get rewarded for taking big risks, as the reward gauge above me fills up from times 10 kills. The bigger a risk something is to kill most of the time, the more credit you'll be given leading up to a nuclear bomb. And even a 1-up all the way at the tippy top. It's prototype Ketsui. Ketsui needs to bow its head to this, and it's a direct result of UPL's design philosophy of trying new weird ideas that nobody else in the biz considered. Boy howdy, this game so happened to have their best ideas yet, because I'm still playing it months after I first picked it up, all the way back in December, or possibly even earlier than that. Anyway, this game also has more experimentation with the standard shot types outside of the scoring system. This is one of the only shoot-em-ups that I can think off the top of my head that actually has a downside to picking too many power-ups. The more power-ups you collect, you will have to sacrifice something in return. And yeah, it has standard auto-fire prickly angular. Glancing in what I'm seeing at chat, you can just hold the button down for the entire game and you'll be perfectly fine. Although picking up lots of wide power-ups will decrease your rate of fire. Likewise, picking up lasers, which is what I'm primarily doing, will decrease the range of your attack as well. Hey Tetris, I'm really hoping this run is good. I'm gonna be risk-averse later on in the game, but early on I can be aggressive and I'm fully confident in my route. That's what it ultimately boils down to. The standard bombs that the game sprinkles at you throughout the game are of the time-stopping variety. You use that and it slows the game to a crawl except for yourself, which can be used strategically in order to get yourself even more points, or for survival purposes. It goes both ways in this game, and that means it's accessible to players both new and old. It's probably a great introductory game to bullet hell, especially the second version I'm playing, Omega Fighter Special. Now, you saw the special on the title, you wonder what's the difference between original, yes, that's my favorite version of the game. It's this game, but it has kangaroos in it. I came up with that version of the game out of my ass, and it doesn't exist, so forget about it. Anyway, close call aside, though. The special version of this game is rebalanced in order to teach you the game mechanics a little bit better and make the later stages in this game more fair. They up the frequency of power-up drops in the special version, especially bombs. They actually give you a reason to go for nuclear bombs because the original version of the game didn't drop any nuclear bombs for you whatsoever regularly. But most importantly, they made Stage 7 a bit less hellish. Likewise, the extra bombs and the extra resources you're given allow you to achieve even higher scores, and it even allows you to continue, which the original version of the game did not do. Thus, it is considered to be the best version of this game. While I'm here, I'd also like to give a shout out to my best friend Techman5150, who provided the equipment that I am playing on right now. I'm playing this on an authentic 1996 CRT monitor, and it is giving me very low latency in both MAME. BioShip Paladin, what a game that is! I happen to unironically like that game most of the time anyway, but we'll talk about that once I actually learn BioShip Paladin. I'm not ruling that off the table, but back to why this game is so damn good though. The stage structure of this game might be stock, but it does the setup insanely well. This game is structured very tightly, and the transitions are super believable as well. The only downside I can think of with this game is that it is definitely super unpolished on the software side, but that's fairly standard for UPL games. They had great ideas, but they had some rather questionable programming. The biggest thing that I have to watch out for, aside from the bullets and being cornered, is the giant 1000s and 2000s. Because yes, the giant 1000s that pop out of the big enemies can actually kill you in this game. You wouldn't expect anything else from UPL. As long as you avoid the death pixel on the left, you should be fine. You can learn where that is and compensate for that. But yeah, since you guys are talking about BioShip Paladin, that exemplified UPL's design philosophy the most. They didn't have the budget of Capcom, Konami, or many other publishers did at the time, or hardware developers, so they relied on ideas instead. And if it weren't for those ideas being tried out in the first place, shoot-em-ups probably would have been very stale going into the 1990s. This is when the game starts getting a bit hard. The next level cuts off power-ups, so if I'm going to make a mistake at all, this is going to be the place to do it. Despite the fact that I know this game like the back of my hand, it's no cakewalk either. Dying does have severe consequences, and you can make up for that by risking your second life, or you can just go with it and accept the life loss. Anyway, what else can I say about this game, and what else can I say about my practice leading up to this? Oh yes, it might not be a bullet hell game, but you do have an exceptionally tiny ship for the year that this came out in, and there is a lot of bullet hell-like elements to this. See, the bigger non-standard bullets that you see do have smaller hitboxes than you'd usually find in a 1989 game. So a lot of this game and a lot of UPL predated modern bullet hell as we know it. We can count this as part of the evolution of the shoot 'em up, and it's very playable even to this very day. Compared to a lot of other games that came out at around this time, which are not up to modern standards and not up to modern polish. And I also need to give a shout out to the people that hold the rights to this game nowadays as well, because there is a massive issue with video game preservation. The company that got the rights to all of UPL's games is City Connection and Hamster, and they are doing God's work when it comes to preserving games like these. It's really great to see this game's wonderful ideas being preserved legally, because even though it's easy enough to just nab yourself an emulator and things like that, more people being able to buy the game off of a store really does make a difference for accessibility, especially not for the technically inclined. And I'm really hoping but the rest of UPL's lineup comes out as well. I want to learn how to clear Atomic Robo-Kid as well. Oh yeah, by the way, we're infiltrating the Ranway. That's a vital component of every battleship is the Ranway. That's where you run off and have a jolly old time. I call it Ketsui 0.5, but it could also be considered Castle of Shikigami as well. All those future games need to bow themselves to this. Anyway, these enemies in particular stop after they zoom in on your location, and that's what I'm talking about when it comes to enemy patterns. You become more comfortable with the way the enemies move, and often a lot of the times they're static. Those red square enemies are incredibly dangerous because they vomit out bullets completely randomly, so that's what makes a good shmup in my opinion. I talked about that when I ran Shippu Maho Daisaku-sen before, or Kingdom Grand Prix, which had random bullets mixed in with the more static patterns as well. This game does the exact same thing, and thus it's not a freebie every single time. I very much do run the risk of crashing and burning to those enemies, so I want to wipe them out as soon as possible. This is a game where you have to be aggressive. I'm going to be a bit quieter on this level because this level is absolute hell. I practice this the most, because Stage 7 will kick your butt if you're not familiar with it. Preferably you want to come in here with a bomb because those giant battleships that are surrounding the area are obnoxious and create giant hurt boxes. You can't just be content sitting at the bottom of the screen in this game. If I can just sneak in there. Oh, that's all right. I'm probably going to lose a few lives because of that, but we're going to use suicides to our advantage in order to make up for that. Like so. Your suicide is actually the strongest attack in the entire game, and that is used as a comeback mechanic. If you ever find yourself incredibly weak due to losing power and being stuck with the crappy default shot, blowing yourself up strategically can be a legitimate way to come back from death, as we've seen right there. By strategically destroying a bunch of targets at once that are problematic, you can get yourself back in the game. That could have gone way, way worse. I lost 2 lives there, but that could have been legitimately way worse. So I'm happy with the way that turned out. Thankfully, it gets easier from here on out. This boss sometimes glitches out, and his AI breaks entirely. I think that has to do with the amount of bullets that are on the screen at once. Or maybe it's due to using slowdown, and thus that fails to load the script correctly. Hopefully, this thing's AI breaks, because that'll allow me to get a better multiplier off of it. We shall see in a moment, or I'm about to get reamed and I'm gonna have to use a bomb anyway. That's fine. I was about to die and lose my laser power-up, so... better late than never, I say. Better late than never. And here we go, final stage. As I mentioned, this is a short 15 to 20 minute game, depending on how many bombs you get. But it is sweet in every step of the way. I'd like to welcome you guys to the lasagna zone. I'm gonna have to concentrate here as well, because the deadliest enemies in this area are the fireball pods. They create bouncy bullets that just bounce all over the screen and don't despawn for the longest time. I have to hang in there for a little while longer. But yes, welcome to the lasagna zone. Maybe Garfield was behind this alien invasion all along. He wants to blow us all up so that we get to be lazy for life. I don't buy it. Ah, that was tight. This is also the... oh! Damn it! I should have kept my mouth shut on that one, but we're at the final boss anyway. You want to take out the 2 turrets on the left and right as soon as humanly possible, because they generate things that restrict your movement. The bouncy balls never go to the bottom of the screen, but they do prevent you from moving to the top, and that makes these bullets undodgeable. It's a wise idea to switch over to laser here. Laser is the preferred weapon in this game anyway, But yeah, you read this pattern by looking at the types of bullets that it shoots at you. The fuzzy bullets are completely random. The giant blue bubble spears home in on you. And then the regular circular ones are the ones that won't travel to the bottom of the screen. Yes, did we do it? Did we do it? Yes! We have destroyed all the bases and we have successfully saved planet Earth with a healthy score of 4 million points. The end. Pack your bags, GG's, right? Nope. Nope. They brought a second Superstar Destroyer with them, and this time it's back with a vengeance. Welcome to Loop 2, or otherwise, as I like to call it, Hell. I've never successfully done a Loop 2 clear of this game before, but we're gonna go as far as humanly possible. The farthest I've ever gotten on this game is 2-7, and while the patterns are the same on Loop 2, there are two major differences here. The enemy's resilience and hit points are larger, meaning you have to take one more power level to be comfortable with it. And as you can see, every single bullet's speed is doubled, making everything considerably harder. This is one of those games that does have a definitive end, though. This is not an endless game like the Gradius series is. It does actually end after Loop 2, so it's about perfecting the 2 loops that you do throughout this game. It might not be endless like a lot of those earlier shooters are, but it is incredibly meaningful, and I hear there's still room for optimization even with the 10 million scores that the Japanese aces have out there. There is one other thing that they added in to Omega Fighter Special, though. And that is the special bonus itself. I did not actually mention the special bonus because even I can't pull off a special bonus on this game. That was actually something that they were considering adding to the first version of this game, but they chickened out on it because they thought that it was too bizarre or it just wasn't possible. This, they did witness that players did complete the first stage completely pacifist, though. And that is what allowed them to add the special bonus to this version. If you somehow manage to clear an entire stage without pressing the fire button at all, or without killing an enemy or dying at all, you get a special bonus which automatically gives you 1,000,000 points. Needless to say, that would give me like a total of 5 million if I got the special on the first stage. But it is incredibly difficult to do, and might not even be possible in the later stages of this game. I'd love to see if a tool-assisted run of this game could do it, though. Because if you did that on all 8 stages, that would be a grand total of 16 million, or 17 million as the maximum possible score for this game. And finally, there is one thing that you saw in the test menu while I was mucking around, waiting for Mark to capture my game footage. There actually is a built-in debug mode in this game, confusingly labeled Special Mode. Ah, damn it! That's alright, though, because we have a power-up right here in order to recover from that. I just gotta be extra cautious from here on out. Anyway, as I was saying, the debug mode was not intended to be accessible by the general public. However, it does allow the meter to fill up regardless of what score multiplier you get, and it was deliberately included as an extra mode in the PlayStation 4 and Switch re-releases of this game. That is Icarus FW's favorite version of the game, because that showers you with 1-ups, and it actually allows you to do some really whack suicide strats. Bizarrely enough, in the original version of the game, it also enables an incomplete version of the special bonus. If you enable debug mode in the original version of Omega Fighter, and you specifically finish a boss off by kamikazeing into it, that would actually trigger the special bonus in the original version of the game. I bet one of two things in that situation here. Either they intended on that being a pacifist bonus all along, but they couldn't implement it in time, so they did it in the second hardware revision, or They thought that bonus was too bizarre, and they decided to rework it in order to implement it in Special. Yeah, you know what? That is why they call it Special, because they did add the titular Special bonus in there. Now then, I am on my last life, so I am going to be a bit quieter from here on out. Typically my runs got up to stage 2-5 or something like that, but the best I've ever done is 2-7. And if I am lucky enough to get to 2-7, I will... Oh, screw you. There goes my bomb. It did save my life right there, though. That's another thing that the bombs can do, although it is more of a waste not to use them because you lose out on the points you get for detonating it, but it does save your life and have a bigger hitbox than you in general. There's also other jank things that the developers used in order to create the illusion of extra background effects and these turrets firing. A lot of game development in general, or a lot of old school game development, was using technical engine tricks in order to create illusions that were believable. In this instance, let me tell you a fun fact about the fireballs coming from the turrets here. Those are actually enemies that have 9,000 health and are unkillable. If you use a bomb on them, they give you the same amount for killing a boss. So if you detonate a bomb when there's a bunch of them on the screen at once, that could actually be worth 20 to 30,000 points if you have a spare one there. Oh, speaking of which, I intended on blowing this thing up with a bomb, but that ended up killing my nuclear bomb and I had to use the next best thing instead. Shame! I would have really liked to get the ×7s from that. And that boss is an example, the Sega CD disc drive over there. That's what I like to call it. There's my Sega CD game collection. There's Sonic CD in here, KO Flying Squadron, and there's Shadow of the Beast 2 right there. They say UPL stands for Universally Placed Line of Work. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Their most famous creation of all time was Ninja Kid. Ninja Kid was especially famous on the Famicom, and that became their unofficial mascot of sorts. Okay, we gotta hold back over here. We gotta hold back and hold the line. Yes! That prevented that bullet from smacking me in the face. I should also mention that I'm getting close to my personal best in this game as well. So I'm seeing the progress that I'm making in this game just from 5 to 7 months of playing this game. I actually did get all the way up here before once I started one-alling this game, but I played this more cowardly back then. I have way more points and I got the final score extend for this game. Not that many people have actually made that 5 million extend, period. So I'm very happy with that end result. We're not done just yet, though. I am running out of things to... Oh, don't spawn kill me. Now see, if this were a lesser game, that easily could have been much more unfair than it would have been. They actually give you fair warning when most of the bosses in this game spawn in, and they give you a second and a half in order to get your butt off of the boss. Alright, this is where I'm going to start getting quieter for sure. We need to destroy the big cores, Gradius style, and this level doesn't mess around in the slightest. Oh yeah, and one of the other ideas that they tried out was making longer shmups in general. I don't know how many of you have heard of Atomic Robo Kid before, but that's a game that I'm in progress of learning as well. And I have to shut up. I have to shut up and put up. No kids allowed over here. No, kids will just cry and scream and kick you until you end up losing your run. Nope. I'll leave. Nope. I'd hopefully like to keep this to stage 7, but who even knows at this point? I'm glad I could be informative on whatever games that I commentate. It's my goal, and it's the SHMUP community's goal to educate people on how versatile these games are. These games have tons of depth that a lot of casual goers don't seem to realize at first glance, So it's my honor to make this genre more accessible for everyone else, alongside fine people like Mark, who helped organize this event in the first place. Come to think of it, I wonder what this game would play like on the easier dip switch settings. If the bullets are slightly slow, or if that affects bullet speed, then I would recommend this as a beginner's shmup. I panic bombed right over there, but better to panic bomb. We're about to hit the big 6 million here, but we can't rest now, because now we have the most dangerous enemies in the game, and they have double bullet speed as well, which is not a very swell combination. Alright, let's see if we can get to my personal distance record as well. Oh! Ding dong on that bomb. Ding dong. No, no you don't. No, you don't. I was saving that. Okay, stage 7's going to be hell now. It doesn't really matter anymore. Typically, I try to avoid crashing into those Olympic hurdles. The little green bars that are stretching across. They're some of the easiest enemies to get a ×10 multiplier off, but they do have a tendency to destroy your bombs if you're carrying one. Oh, no! You shameless, gutless carbon copycat! Crashing into things for recovery was my strategy. I'm taking you to court on that one. Get ready to dribble. Ah, well, that was dumb. I didn't have enough power to pull the stunt that I was trying to do. I could have easily taken that to 2-7 if I wasn't being stupid. Dumb way to lose the run after how well it was going, but 6 million! I'm extremely happy with that, and I believe I'm also running over time as well. I would continue, and I would do an attempt on 2-7, but this run lasted longer than I expected it to, so I'm really happy about the way that turned out. And hey, it didn't soft lock on me this time around. That confirms that the game only crashes there if there's too many enemies on the screen at once. Well, that's gonna be it for me. I'm really glad you guys were able to tune in and invite me over for another great slam. I didn't expect that run to go as far as it did, and let us take a quick peek at the schedule. Touhou 12 by ZP Scissors is coming out next. Yes, please enjoy an unidentified fantastic object. Preferably, it won't blow up the earth like this one did. I'll catch you guys next year. And who knows what I'm going to bring to the table next year. Maybe Bioship Paladin, since you guys are maiming about that so hard. Alright, Mark, I'm passing the mic back to you. And if it's your birthday today, happy freaking birthday. I stole that from Kurt Icarus. See you all later. Have a great evening.
Hello everyone!
Hello! Welcome back to Shmup Slam 4. Currently lined up for you guys, we have some Touhou 12 Undefined Fantastic Object. This is a no-bomb survival run on Lunatic difficulty, which is the highest. I'm also using Marisa B, which is the hardest shot type to use for survival.
Okay, so before I start playing, I would like to explain something about shot types. You may have noticed that specifically I'm doing this run with Marisa B, and the reason for that is she's the hardest to clear the game with. There's two main reasons for that. First, she doesn't really do that much damage. It's, I want to say, third least. I think the homing shots do less. Her shotgun's decent, but at the bottom, it's not that good because she is a spread shot. Second reason, now let me show you this. These are hitbox sizes. So one square on this is 1
so
pixel.
On the screen right now, there
So
should be a visual representation of the
4x4.
hitboxes in the game.
Marissa's
So did
hitbox
ZPS
is
want to
7
explain
pixels
that, or
wide.
should
That is
I?
almost twice as wide as
I think
Maria's.
he's explaining it right now.
That makes kind of a big difference. So, yeah, that's why we're using Marisa B for this, because I want to show off the hardest shot type. Okay, so I guess I'll start playing now, and I don't know if you've done commentator introductions, but you can go ahead and do that. Actually, let me show off this glitch. There we go. No portrait.
Alright, so we're gonna start now. Do you wanna give us a bit of a rundown on ZPS himself? Like, what he's done so far in this game? Just in general, what we can be expecting? 'Cause you're more well-versed in UFO than I am.
Alright, well, ZPS is doing a lunatic no bomb of this game. He competed in a Touhou World Cup earlier this year. So I should.
He was doing scoring in World Cup though. He did do survival last year.
Yes, and we also played in Hakure League recently, which is a tournament, a competitive tournament for Touhou that has both survival and scoring. So shout out to that. So right now we're in stage 1. It's there's not much that's going to happen here. There's going to be UFO manipulation in this route. I know that ZPS said that he wants to take a break after stage 3 to explain how token manipulation works. Yeah.
I guess we should probably take a moment to explain the tokens in general. So you see there are these little UFO tokens that have that appear all over the screen. They drop from certain enemies in the game, and whatever enemies.
Okay, I've realized an issue with this setup. You're gonna have pretty bad lag. Let me fix this.
All right. The thing is, the ZPS is a bit desync.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. All right. Yeah. So.
Should I explain the token system? and
Sure, go ahead. But yeah, so you notice these tokens that drop from certain enemies, and yeah, you wanna tell us what they do?
So there's 4 types of UFO tokens in this game. They're dropped by specific enemies. There's also a secret one on stage 2, which can only be accessed with a bomb or a suicide. And when you get 3 in a row, you summon a UFO. When you defeat that UFO, it clears the screen of bullets, kind of like a bomb. And you get resources dropped. If you get 3 red tokens, you get 2 life pieces, and you need 4 to get a whole life. If you get a green UFO, once you fill it with items, it drops a bomb token, and when you blow it up, it drops a bomb piece, and you need 3 bomb pieces to make a whole bomb. So 1 red UFO would get you half a life, 1 green UFO would get you a bomb and a third. There's also blue UFOs, which give you which multiply the blue score items put inside of them.
Yeah, by times 8 once you fill them up.
Yeah. So the bonus for each UFO changes depending on whether it's filled up, and the amount of items that you need to fill them up changes based on the stage. So the later you are in the game, the more items you need to fill the UFO. There's also rainbow UFOs, which swap point items and power items. They're useful for scoring. For example, if you have a lot of power items and you're already at full power, you'd rather change them into point items and then cash them in with a bonus. I don't.
They also drop an extra. They also drop an extra token, which can be useful because sometimes if you pick up the wrong UFO token, like for example, you're trying to summon a red UFO. So let's say you pick up 2 red tokens, and then accidentally pick up a blue token. You can, if you pick up a green, you can instantly summon a rainbow UFO, and because rainbow UFOs drop 2 tokens, because like when you blow up a UFO, it drops 1 token, and when you fill up UFOs, like we said before. you fill up the UFO with a certain amount of items, rainbow UFOs will drop a token. So you'll be 2 tokens on your way to your next UFO after a rainbow. So that's another good use they have.
And some UFO tokens are static, meaning that the color never changes, and sometimes they are rainbow UFOs, which means that they do change. So it always corresponds to what the color of the UFO was that was defeated. So red will always be drop a red token at first, and a rainbow UFO the token dropped will depend on the last one that was used to summon it. So now we're entering the stage 2 boss Kagasa, and ZPS is going to use a safe spot here. So this is one of the moments where Marissa B is actually useful because she can get shotgun damage, but her damage output is pretty low, and she does have a massive hitbox. This is the hardest shot in the game. We'll see. After stage 5 and 6 are the most difficult in this game, especially the bosses of that stage and the stage 5 mid-boss. That's going to be hype when we get there.
Yeah, the stage 5 mid-boss is definitely part of the game where you're going to want to look at. However, this boss as well, Kogasa, as far as stage 2 bosses are concerned, in Touhou, she is pretty difficult. Especially these last 2 spells. Should probably say spell cards are just named patterns in Touhou. You can tell because they have a declaration and a portrait that shows up before. But no Mr. Mom Kogasa, very solid, as expected.
We should probably explain the non-spell and the spell card system in Touhou. So the way it works is that when you have a boss, the boss can use either a non-spell attack or a spell card attack. The spell card attack, when you defeat it, it gives you a bonus. It could be, depends on the game. In UFO, you get points and power items.
The spam on stage 3 is difficult.
That shouldn't slow down ZPS too much. He can still comfortably get max lives in this run.
Yeah, UFO, if you summon UFOs, you do get a decent amount of resources. Like, how much would you say? It's in the high 10s, like 18 or so, or 17? Not sure exactly.
I wouldn't know the exact number. It actually takes a bit of, it's hard to get the very maximum number.
Yeah. Well, so you could comfortably die more than 10 times in this game. It's a very generous game when it comes to the amount of resources it gives you. It's why you could comfortably just not use any bombs at all.
It definitely contrasts with the next game, 10 Desires, which is comparatively really stingy with resources.
Though the trances and bombs are quite generous in that game. Yeah. Also, one thing we should mention about this game is the power gain in UFO is not very linear. Basically, every 100 of these red items with a P on them that you collect, you gain an extra option around your shot type, and every time you die, you lose. You see in the top right corner of the UI. Nice dodging on that spot. But you see in the top right corner of the UI, or the middle of it, but yeah, you see the power? You lose 1.00 power, which means that you have to, basically, to make up for your lost power, you have to collect 100 point items.
And that's
100 power
really
items.
punishing, especially during bosses, because that means having to clear 2 spell cards.
Yeah, because bosses tend to not drop too much power.
Deaths can snowball very easily in this game, especially with the UFO routing and the way that it's difficult to get power. You could be stuck on a difficult boss with low power, and that's a pretty hopeless situation. That's especially common in stage 5. It's the kind of stage that you can get to with full resources and still lose. So
yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
Stage 5 and also the beginning of the stage 6 boss have a bunch of patterns that are really easy to chain deaths on. Anyways, this is King Kraken Strike, one of the hardest patterns in the early game. Very well done though, by ZPS. But yeah, the screen shaking and also random bullets make it very difficult because you can't exactly read too well where everything is. But he got through. He got through.
Yeah, King Kraken Strike is definitely a make or break in stage 3, especially for survival. It's the main thing that you're worried about in stage 3. Stage 4, comparatively, the stage section is it shouldn't cause too much trouble. There is one spam part near the end after the mid boss, which can be tricky. And there's Murasa, which isn't too hard of a boss.
Some
maybe
patterns
Vortex.
though that can be really nasty with RNG.
Yeah, Vortex can be tough, or Sinkable Anchor can be tough.
Alright, well, after this spell, I think ZPS wanted to explain certain things about token spawn manipulation.
Okay, so I would like to explain token movement manipulation, because that comes into play in stage 4. There's a pretty good example of that. So, there's one section where fairies come in right side, left side, right side, left side, and then 2 come down at the same time on each side. I want to reveal every token in the stage up to that point, because there's 2 factors that affect token movement. How many tokens have spawned, and where you kill each enemy. So what I want to do here, when those 2 fairies come, I want to kill the one on the right side first, and I want to wait for the one that spawns on the left to move to the middle, and then kill that. So it moves, bounces off here, and then goes to the bottom left corner. I want to be there anyway to kill enemies in the next spam section. And when it's there, it'll turn red. So that whole setup is for that. Hope you got that. So here's a good demonstration of that.
A lot of people do tend to get kind of upset at the tokens because they struggle a lot with just in general being able to pick the right tokens and the ones they want, but. It turns out this game is actually very much learnable on that front. And after a while and enough mastery over the game, you'll never really run into too many issues with your tokens.
Uh-oh, that's bad. I got the
I said
wrong
that.
token. Come on.
That was
just a wall.
a bad spot to be, but we're about to get a 1-up from Nue.
Yeah, so this min boss, but you say that, but the 1-up only comes if you no miss no bomb the min boss.
That's unfortunate.
So if you die or you bomb on this min boss, she will only drop a bomb and not a life. So dying here is essentially like dying twice because you don't get the 1-up. Oh, that was very close. But it's very much a memorizable pattern. He's doing it at, with 3 power, with 3 options, though, so might be something he's not used to. You know, you'd think this shot type would have semi-decent spread, but these croissant bullets that she shoots out are really not doing a lot of damage, so by the time they reach, like they reach the enemies, they're just not gonna be doing any damage. The enemies are still gonna have enough time to move around the screen and shoot their bullets. This looks absolutely horrible with the shot type, by the way. But you got through it.
ZPS went through that pretty well. That was one
yeah,
of the,
that was very, very
parts.
clean. That was very clean. That was the one part you could probably the one part of the stage you can worry about.
Max
So
lives. There
it
we
looks
go.
like
Didn't do
we
that
have
last
maximum lives, but it's really not. There's actually an invisible space after that, but if you gain any more lives after, then they just don't count.
Don't they get converted into bombs, or is that a thing only in later games?
No, they don't get converted. They just... You pick them up and nothing happens.
Yeah. But yeah, there are actually 9 extra lives you can get. Just one of them isn't shown on the screen for whatever reason. Anyways, we're on to Murasa, the stage 4 boss. She is one of the more tame stage 4 bosses in the series, which is interesting considering how some of the least tame patterns in the series reside in this game. These non-spells, they're all completely static based on Murasa's position, so you can memorize them. Vortex. Vortex is a pretty difficult spell card because the boss's movement RNG determines a lot of how the spell goes, because so you see these water droplets, they're aimed in the angle between the boss and you, so if the boss moves weirdly and you get a strange angle, this is what happens. Which gives you really hard reads. You also can't exactly stay underneath her too much because it restricts your movement, and yeah, difficult pattern. Oh, unfortunate miss on that non-spell, but yeah, you still got plenty of lives, so nothing to worry about here.
We're still on track. So this is the... this is... I actually forget the name in English. I'm just gonna say Harbor Sign.
Yeah, I think it's Ghost Ship or Ghost Port, something like that.
Yeah, something. And so this is the last challenging spell card in this stage. After this, there's a timeout spell, which is pretty standard. It's rare to see a player fail this part. So that was a 2-miss Murasa, which is
We got pretty good RNG
unfortunate.
on Ghost Ship too, which was nice.
Yeah, the trick to doing Vortex is to make sure that when Murasa spawns a new wave of bullets, that you have a way to go through, and the third non is static based on positioning. And based on Vortex, actually, there could be extra bullets spawned in the third non-spell. It's one of the weird things about UFO. It's one of its quirks. It doesn't really... This is rarely seen in other parts of Touhou. If you... Well, depending on how you do Vortex, you can get extra bullets in the third non-spell. And if you're trying to go through a specific route, you can get clipped, which is unfortunate. So you want to do Vortex in a specific way so that doesn't happen. So that was probably a chain death.
Canceling it at a certain time, because when you kill Vortex,
you don't want Murasa to be spawning.
Yeah. If there's any bullets that are not on the screen when Vortex dies, they don't get cancelled. However, they still exist in the game's code, and since they never got cancelled, they just show up on the next non-spell and they throw you off route. Just something you have to prepare for. Alright, anyways, we are on to stage 5, which is, would you say it's the hardest stage in the game?
The stage portion itself in survival, probably. Sho is arguably harder than Byakuren. She's a very difficult stage 5 boss. She has 2 particularly difficult spells, and of course there's also the mid-boss spell card, Greatest Treasure. And we're about to see it. So Nazaren's here with the Jeweled Pagoda, and that makes her more powerful, and you're about to see that.
Yeah, last time I saw her, she was only in stage 1. Just a lowly first enemy, and now she's about to shoot the hardest spell in the game at us. Yeah, sit back and enjoy. Greatest Treasure is it's quite the show. Exactly, there we go.
Yeah, this spell tends to do that. The trick to this spell is when the columns of bullets appear and they start spreading, there is a specific timing where their speed changes. So before that change in speed happens, you want to get to where the bullets spawned because the bullets are moving away from that area and the bullets are less dense there. So as the bullets become faster, you want to be entering the area where they're less dense. Yeah, it's a really tough spell. It's probably the hardest spell in the game, one of the hardest in the series. It's a meme spell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's completely expected to die twice on it. It's also just extremely RNG heavy. The game can just decide to kill you if it doesn't like you. Anyways, now we're on to show the stage 5 boss. And like you said, one of the hardest stage 5 bosses in the series, if not even the hardest stage 5 boss, the only one that can even compare is Sakuya, and it's kind of a matter of personal opinion which one you think is hardest.
Yeah, Killing Doll in EOSD, Sakuya's last spell, that one's brutal.
Anyways, the first spell was Radiant Treasure Gun. I always get getting confused with the with the game it's referencing. It's referencing Radiant Silver Gun. I always get the two confused. But yeah, it's you see all these waves unfolding. It's pretty complicated. There's lasers going in, getting in your way, but went through it nicely. Anyways, show second on. Very, very difficult pattern requiring extremely good reaction speed to be able to dodge consistently, and also just overall good knowledge of what the pattern can toss at you, and also a bit of luck, which you did get on that last fight, fortunately. Yeah, completely expected miss.
So we've got Aura of Justice right now, and this is a kind of spell card that punishes you for being impatient. You want to stay under show but without getting walled. She moves between the columns, and yeah, the spell can manipulate you, but if you take it slowly, you'll get it. And Marissa B is actually good at that spell. So here we have a safe spot, and looks like a timeout.
Yeah,
you can do this.
It could just be that it doesn't have enough damage, though. I'd be surprised because might be out shotgunning.
This non-spell, when you do it conventionally, the purple lasers that appear, there's maybe 1 or 2 moments where it gets a little sketchy, kind of like the clutch dodges in the second non-spell. So it's a lot of players prefer to do the safe spot here, and this is.
You also want to make sure you don't get rammed. You want to make sure you don't get rammed by the boss when the non-spell ends if you're doing the safe spot.
At the very end, she moves towards the center of the screen, and she can ram you. So definitely
miss on Vajra.
That's bad.
As you heard him say, that's bad because the pattern is is it most valuable Vajra or. Either way, that pattern was a route, and dying on it throws you off route. However, because it's a spell that asks you to move around the screen like quite a decent bit and spend time not shooting at the boss, it has low HP, so you just use the iframes to kill it quickly.
Yeah, Vajra can be really unfortunate because you can mess up your route and you can get a chain death there.
Oh my god! Yeah, that was a good decision because that RNG was absolutely disgusting on that last pattern. I forgot what it's called. Complete clarification, yeah. Anyways, we pointed out that chain deaths were pretty easy in this game because of the power loss. Yeah, he had to do that pattern with 2 power, and it was not happening.
With one of the lowest damaging shot types in the game, and with the largest hitbox. Almost twice as big as Reimu's hitbox. So a lot of these deaths would probably not happen with another shot type. So ZPS is being a gamer right now, for sure.
Alright, now on this stage, red UFOs are generally not the greatest investment because you basically have to ensure that you can get at least 2 of them if you want to get a life. And this stage doesn't drop too many UFOs in general. Especially color changing ones. A decent amount of them are just static blues.
So ZPS is going to get a rainbow so that he can convert the blue point items into power items in order to get full power.
You can see on the right of the screen, well, not anymore, but the amount of items inside of a UFO, you can see them on the right of the screen. You got about 100 power from that, which is a pretty good amount. Got him his third option, which should make this easier. This is the same mid-boss from stage 4. Well, not the same pattern, but the same character. In stage 6, rather than dropping an extra life, she drops a full power if you no miss the bomb her. And only drops 1 power, well, 1.00 power.
It's not dependent on if you no miss no bomb, it's actually how much power you have at the end. If you have full power, she drops point items. If you don't have full power, then she drops the full power item instead. And so when you're scoring, it's very important to make sure you have full power at the end. And since some routes involve suicides in stage 6, you might have to bomb in a specific way to gather the power items required to get the points at the end.
Alright, thanks for the correction. I thought it was the same as stage 4. Anyways, good Omen. A very difficult pattern.
It's partially aimed. So you want to basically try to get Byakuran to give you a lane to dodge through, and this is one of those spells that's just unfair towards Marissa B, because it's the type of spell where the hitbox makes a massive difference.
Yeah, because the space you have to dodge is very small in the first place, so because of that, you do. Oh, that's one funny thing about Marissa B. The iframes she gets from a bomb are actually very short.
The bomb animation is still happening when Marissa loses her iframes, which can trick people up when they're not used to that bomb.
Alright. Anyways, that was I say that, but yeah, that was the last of most of the difficult patterns in the beginning of Byakuran.
That's a classic example of
going horribly wrong.
UFO being punishing with its power mechanic. That spell lasted for a really long time. It's static.
Yeah, you basically need 2 routes, one for full power and one for 2 power, if you wanna try to play this game properly. Because there are gonna be times where you reach a 2 power, because you see, you have good Omen in the beginning, it's easy to die once or twice, and then Byakuran second. No, also a difficult pattern. It's unfortunate miss there. Alright, on this stone spell is it's completely routable, however he's probably gonna have to do a couple of extra rotations of it due to the power loss. And also the fact that Marissa V just doesn't really do much damage. However, you do get good opportunities to shotgun on this. And it's also
the more damaging shot types in this game, it would probably end at around the 42-second mark, but here ZPS has to do another loop because of the low power. And here we have one of the hardest spells in the game, and a reference to Touhou 5 Mystic Square, the final boss of that game, Shinki. A direct reference. This is her last spell card in that game.
Penultimate. It's her penultimate pattern in Mystic Square.
It is right. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Oh, that was very difficult RNG that you got there.
The trick
Marissa B. Bomb strikes.
Marissa B's bomb. Yeah. Her terrible bomb.
Had the bomb again there.
Masochistic shot type.
Oh yeah, you see those mentalist bullets? They could kind of go everywhere, and again, it's a bit unfair to Marissa because, like on Good Omen, you don't really have too much space to dodge in. This pattern also suffers from the same problem, especially because these bullets, these small glowing bullets, have bigger hitboxes than you'd expect them to. So it is really unfriendly to Marissa. Especially Marissa A, since the lasers glow really brightly and it makes visibility impossible. Anyways, on to Legendary Flying Saucer, the final spell of the game. It's learnable. I wouldn't say it's memorizable, but it's very much learnable. You would probably know more about it, though.
Well, depending on how much damage you do, the pattern changes, and because ZPS doesn't have 4 power, he might not
Oh,
be
that
as
was
practiced.
a really tight dodge there.
Yeah, that's an LFS moment. The amulets have really tiny hitboxes in Touhou, but this spell it's completely deterministic. You can't do it exactly the same way every time. You can learn it and recognize the same patterns, but if you don't have full power and you bomb, then you have to improvise in it. And so the trick to it is to
Oh, there we go! Cleared!
Zero
Not
zero
an LNB,
clear.
but at least I got the clear. Unlike last year. This thing. Best girl.
Superhuman is not static.
No, it's not static. I think it might be randomly rotated. I'm not exactly sure, but it's definitely not static. Anyways, should probably
Bjorn is teary-eyed. It's no wonder she'd lose to
should
such
probably
a great player.
unmute and undeafen.
That was such a good message.
Get him on calling us. Yeah, that was a pretty clutch ending indeed. It was extremely close. There was one really tight dodge on that final pattern as well. So yeah, congratulations to ZPS.
All right, so if I could be
Yeah,
unmuted?
can we unmute ZPS real quick? I still left it. There we go. Hello.
Nice. Okay, so
There we go. Hello.
nice. Okay, so
could
have been LNB had I actually practiced Bjorn
could
before
have
this.
been LNB.
Wait, there might be
I just
echo
kinda-
on the main stream. I just realized.
Yeah, that's true. But still. Yeah. You know what I could do is I could mute the stream. So yeah, as I was saying, I should have practiced Bjorn more. Then it probably could have been actual LNB. But still, got to show off how bad Marissa B's bomb is. Her iframes literally run out before the animation ends. I'm satisfied with that, actually. I got the clear.
Yeah.
I didn't clear last time I played this game. It was a game over to show. So
This
that's
was
much
an
better.
entertaining run. It was nice to look at. I
Yeah.
don't know, so yeah, well played. Thanks for the showcase.
Mm-hmm. So next game is... What is the next game?
Truxton
Game
2.
is...
Time.
No, that's... The schedule's way behind. Time cushion. So enjoy that, and the rest of the marathon, or whatever you want to call this.
に来る。 Hello, my people. We are gonna
Okay,
play
are we
some
good?
very funny game.
Oh, we're
Hey.
good. Hey, the gamest of all. So this is Saskanaska. Tell me when I start, but
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
can start.
I gotta speak of the first thing. If you hold the insert coin button, this happens. Coin error. This is the start of the game. Just wanted to tell you that. Okay, now that we got that covered, the game has reset. Tell me when I have to start, Mark. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, push only one player button. Okay, so this is from Taito Corporation on 1980. And basically, this is a funny game where I don't know the plot, basically. I really don't care. You will notice a very interesting initial shot where the shots don't even fill half of the screen. This is a very normal thing because shots just fall into the water. I mean, it's gravity, and it is a very interesting thing that just happens. I will start playing this game the wrong way, though, because these first two stages are kinda easy, so that will make way for more points, basically.
Yeah, the scoring strats in this game are actually pretty hilarious, to say the least.
I will actually no. You are wrong, because I actually thought of the score in a more simple but engaging way. Here's how the score works. Every bullet that hits an enemy will grant you 100 points. That is all the scoring that there is. It's easy to understand and it's easy to use in your favor. You don't get extra points for killing the enemies. You just get, the more resilient an enemy is, the more points you will get. But you don't have to mind killing them completely for extra points. So that's the thing. You mainly don't want in this first stage and the next one to, scroll to the left or to the right because there could be a secret bullet sneaky killing you in a more cheap way, because what happens is that enemies just go on their ways. They just live on the lives. They just exist like they are there, but you don't see them. As you can see, there's a tank on the left, and those are the bullets, and and there you go. You see a big oh, okay, here's the boss of the first stage. It has 3 parts, and no matter how much I mash or just try and damage it, it always times out. So, we just gotta try and make some sweet points.
Yep, running at silky smooth 120 FPS. I'm not entirely sure if the stream is probably like this, because it's running like this also on my end. But then again, it's Saskanaska, so the game is fun, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely. So basically, I just destroyed a pot, and here's where all here we have some scoring strats. We use the bombs here, and we wait. And basically, I'm just doing score bombs. Basically, these are the only points on the bonus stages that you don't only get just 100 points for every shot. You do get 100 points for every shot, but for every ship that you destroy, you get 500 points, basically. Those are the bonus, and those are very important. On this first stage, here's where I use all my bombs. Basically, you don't get extra life, by the way. And some of you might think, also, on the hitbox issues, some of you might think that big red dot that is in the middle of your ship, that might be the hitbox, right? No, it isn't. Your hitbox is a bit bigger. what you know where the, so I would say the, okay, help me a bit. What are the lateral parts of a ship? What do we call them?
Uh, what do you mean with? Do you mean the sides, like the wings?
Yeah, the wings. That. I just forgot that word for a second. You know,
It's all good.
you gotta be, you gotta be merciful with me. I'm playing Saskanaska, so that's the thing. Okay. Basically, past the ship's wings, that's where the hitbox is, and a bit. Yeah, that's exactly where the hitbox will be. It's kind of horizontal and stuff, so that's important to know. Also, here's the thing. Alright, I remember now. The enemies, there are two types of enemies. There are stationary enemies and the flying enemies. The flying enemies basically are just Sakus that just die in one hit. Then there are the stationary enemies, which just throw out things that I call shotgun bullets. But here's the thing. They always lack a bullet. There's a bullet that's just, they are supposed to be throwing 5 bullets, but they throw 4 bullets. There's a bullet that just doesn't appear ever. So that's a gigantic gap that, you go there and just kill them. So, what do you think about this game? How is it going? I haven't started the fun yet, but all of this is just, I would say rough score, because it's just playing the levels and stuff, but if I do well enough, I think I might get the big points later. But basically in these first 2 levels, this game has 4 levels, but basically on these first 2 levels, all I'm going to do is not going to the sides, because there could be at any moment an enemy in front of my face that can kill me, like there to the left, and you gotta be super careful, and I just prefer not to do it. There's also another reason.
Come on, Prickly. Pink Swiss is not a Kusage. What are you meaning with that?
I am just really I am just a coward in that sense of the word, I just want to play it safe, I don't want to kill everything, because I'm not that aggressive. Also, there's a little thing about these the movement. Here's a thing about the movement of the game. There are zones, there's a zone in the middle, right? So basically, you have a speed on that zone, but look what happens when you are... Yeah. Okay, so here comes one of the most important parts of the game. The double dragon. This is the double dragon, and I think I have screwed up. Nope, I haven't. Okay. Good. With the laser shot, you can get here, and remember what I said that you just get 100 points for everything you destroy? Any bullet that collisions with that just exists. So basically, here's what I get. They basically said, oh, this boss is kinda bad, so it just shots downwards. But what if they get on the sides? I know what we will do. We will put little spikes on the boss. I don't know what those are exactly. I don't know what this is exactly, but Saskanaska. That will essentially, shoot things on that range of vision. But, that...
Yeah, you guys thinking Mushihime-sama milking or everything is hard? Bro, you are not ready for Saskanaska. The fact you're playing this game makes you a super player instantly, I dare to say.
Oh, be prepared for the counter stop on 2050 someday, if anyone decides to care or whatever. No, this is gonna take a while, so
So yeah, GDQ, I think it's time for the donation time, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, basically, there are also these. I like to call them the spinning spinners. I am a very creative person, I know. But these are also important in the last boss. They will appear later, but basically, hang on the right side and just shoot. The only bullet that is remotely difficult to dodge, that you have to be careful, which killed me, is a fast bullet of the left head. Basically, the one that goes to the right, the one that killed me actually. And I just waiting for the.
I actually have a question now that they are asking for, because I don't know if this is true. Timeouts exist in the bosses, or can you just milk them like?
Oh, the timeouts exist. Timeouts do exist. I think they will. I think we have. This one is going to appear soon. But that. There you go. There's the time stuff. So basically, there's this second one, but I'm kind of underpowered, so I may just, have some problems on that. And here's a funny thing. The bonus stage ships are throwing bullets. Yes, you can die on the bonus stages. I thought of this as a very interesting, way of never letting your guard down. Not because something says bonus, it will be free. I have done a perfect.
There goes a perfect. Galaga being hard? No, man.
Okay, so this level is too hard. Now it isn't. Okay, no, basically the level, if you play it, okay, so I've been playing kind of the wrong way every time these first two levels, because they are possible that way. They give me more score, and you will notice how the tanks start teleporting. That is completely intended. That's how tanks work. And here we have an extra bomb. That's the only extra bomb that exists. A little star, and I will kind of, just gonna get some points over the enemies. Just as a nice threat.
Actually, have a question to
okay,
everyone
good.
here in the chat. Because Juanman is doing a very good job explaining the game. Literally, he stole our job. But can you imagine being a 10-year-old kid back in the 80s? Like, arcades are the biggest thing, and Street Fighter 2 is like right around the corner, that kind of stuff. Then you're like, oh, what's this game? Saskanaska, and then you play, and what could be your reaction?
Oh, I would say this game was made by a visionary, because if you look at this broken structure, it's the Among Us. You see it? You can see the form there. I just realized the form of the shape of the red structure, and I just said it was Among Us, and I just hate it. I cannot unsee it now.
That's kinda sussy.
When you start to see it, you start to hate this game even more than you already do. The only enemies I can actually, kinda kill and stuff are these yellow skeletons, and just enjoying the existence.
I can't believe them. Try to the chat right now. It's like they literally saw the Among Us. That's why I didn't want to say it, because like, yeah, I'd seen it, and then everyone's like, don't say it.
Yeah.
So is Saskanaska the literal dad of Among Us? I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
The worst is that it's in the pose. It looks like it has the shoes. It even looks as it has the shoes. It's horrible.
That could explain why suspiciously, I'm sorry for the word, this game is weird. I don't want to say bad because, you know, there's always a molester on the front if you want to play that.
No,
Yeah.
we'll just bound this. And, you know, that's the thing. Just get up. This part with the ice is kind of harder than the rest of the game, but, you know, just hanging on the right side. And
I actually have something very curious to say as a title fan because if you guys know me, you know that I'm like a title Suntara fanboy. Like, I legitimately buy their discs and that kind of stuff.
For
But
people, I have to be with a title fan. Great.
But something that I dare to say, and this is coming from someone that supports title for literally everything, is that especially in this era, I dare to say that they either do very good games. I mean, there's the Darius games, the Bubble things that everyone knows, and then there's Saskanaska, which I sometimes wonder if they actually made this or they just straight up copy the source code from someone that broke out or something because it's weird.
I mean, they called me to make this game, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One man made this game. That is true.
Oh, that is true.
So this is basically a developer talk. And you know, I actually forgot, I will tell this to you all now, that this is my fault. That, you know, aside from the game entirely, because I was drunk when I made it, I actually forgot to put the credits, so you ain't seeing them, but for what you know, I made it. Because I am the best player of this game, as I know it, so from the very moment it was created.
You're actually wrong, because Dobbs showcased us that in the game is 1989, there's a guy called Bat that is good at this game.
Team representing.
Yeah, Team Bat
1989. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, good. He was a side developer. I remember it now.
He was a side developer.
Yeah, there's a guy that made the game, and the other super player was the guy that's made alongside the game. That actually makes a lot of sense, believe it or not.
You know, he was a good companion and stuff. He made this head. He made the shotgun patterns, and I will just tell you one thing. There is no auto fire in this game, but there is sound auto fire. I specifically asked to do this because I said, wouldn't it be funny if we made auto fire that's not auto fire, but the sound registers it as auto fire and it sounds horrible? Wouldn't it be funny?
I dare to say something that literally every Commodore Amiga or Commodore 64 should know, and you guys know that they are sometimes pretty bad. It's much better than this.
Of course. I was actually inspired in making those.
Mm-hmm.
And you will see some... Okay, here's where I throw some bombs, because I don't know... Basically... Okay, so one has escaped. No problem. Escaped. Okay, if one more escapes... Oh, God. That one bullet they threw was kind of... That's kind of scary. And here's the thing. The distance of the bullets, I mean the enemy bullet distance. Oh, here's one thing I'm gonna tell you. Graphical glitch. That's all. Okay, so I think by this point I already have I will already get the 3 mil mark. It's not million, it's 300 mark. Yeah, there is. And
I'm going specifically to Touhou in Japan whenever the funny situation is over, just to play this game. I swear to all of you that I'm going to do that.
Oh, sure.
Ansel, we got a really good question. Is the scenario tied to Oscar Langley? That's a really good question.
Oh, the scenario? Oh, all of this happens in Germany, by the way.
Oh no. So everything connects. Now
Of course it connects.
we can totally ask to Hideki Anno, hey, did you make an Evangelion just because you play Saskanaska as a kid? I'm pretty sure he's gonna say yes at this point.
Yes, my work definitely inspired the famous saga of. My work definitely inspired the famous saga of,
And I mean, the title gets even funnier because, guys,
Evangelion.
in Evangelion there's two Asukas, and you guys know that. So,
I mean, I know there are clones. Oh, here, funny thing.
Spoilers!
oh.
I don't know. I actually don't know anything about it. I just watched like 10 chapters, and sheer person like 8 chapter. I am just. I watched it yesterday. I just forgot about everything right now. The only thing that's just born in my memory is that that A and B fight, that the A and B fight that just happens officially. Like, it's a fight with no sound that just happens in a choreography of an opera or whatever. I don't remember what, but it was incredibly.
Also,
it just left me baffled. It's incredible.
Also, yeah, guys, this game is a true representation of the first Impact.
This is actually what happens before the first impact, and this is what caused it.
Yeah, you see all of those planes? Those are angels. Those are not like military. No, obviously no.
Of course it isn't.
And Tane just made one of the best comments, which is, I think this game is a prequel to Fun.
Yes. I actually made this because I don't believe fun should be part of the video games. Philosophy we just translated to The Last of Us 2.
Yeah.
I mean, I am a visionary on everything. I knew everything that was going to be made, and here's another part where I will just please your ears.
Oh, good mashing, bro. Everyone is actually happy because you're playing with a roll fire.
Huh. Oh, but like, I usually don't use auto fire, as if this game wasn't suffering enough. And here comes the final boss. Here's the final boss. The most complicated attack that is going to do, it's on the spinners. What killed me? What? Well,
It's the rank. It's the proto rank system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember it now. Yeah.
Rising saw this and they're like, oh yeah, rank. This is
I also inspired that.
Yeah, guys, you think Toaplan made cave after they broke out? No, man, you are totally wrong. This is the reason why Dawn of Banshee exists, alright?
Yeah. Definitely. I am going to do. Okay, so I am going to get kinda close to everything, but here's the milk of the final boss. I mean, here's everything. Here's the other half of the score. Like, you can see that this boss doesn't shoot at all. You can kill it by parts, and that's the first one. Okay, I'm going to dodge these bullets, and I gotta be careful because of the movement issue I mentioned earlier, and here's the boss dancing.
Also, not that we are doing all these Evangelion jokes, go and watch the movie. It's actually pretty good, I can totally tell you that.
I don't have any idea about that thing, but really, after doing that, I'm going to talk about my poster. I don't know if it's on the screen, but I just, after doing the poster, I realized, they told me that it wasn't on the ending or the anime, it was an alternate version that I was just baffled that it was actually an alternate version that has nothing to do. Well, it kind of has to do, but it's an alternate ending, and it is incredible. That is incredible. I am just baffled at what this series is. I just don't know.
This is a prequel to the AMBSN of the EVA. This is the laboratory where the EVA 01 was made,
This is also a prequel to BDSM.
Like, I legitimately have a question to all the people that made this game, which seems to be like one,
Ask me.
is why is this game got released to the arcades when Darius 2 was there? Literally, the first Street Fighter was there already, I think. There was stuff. I mean, in a way or another, this game reminds me of a Data East game, except it's that.
You know, here's what I'm going to tell you. At Title Headquarters, Title Castle, they told us we need a vertical shmup. Toplan is doing good, and we need one. We need one done tomorrow. I said, yeah, sure, I make something for you. I painted advancement, of course. That's everything that you need to know, you know? Here's a little thing. Okay, so it's starting. You will notice the spinny spinners are not spinning anymore. That's because there was a glitch that happened. Basically, I spilled coffee over the files that made this game existing, and they also time out. There will be a moment where the spinny spinners stop spinning, and they will spin out of the screen, and the boss will not shoot any bullet at all. How's that for you?
Can you imagine? My head is turning a lot right now. Not because of the game. Well, that's one of the reasons. I'm not gonna say that.
One of many reasons, you know.
Yeah. I sometimes believe this is just an alien message, but no one has been able to decrypt it properly.
Okay, so I will take water here. 1 second.
Nice.
Much better.
Hey!
Okay. That's everything. That's the boss. Okay, I'm just going to,
Oh,
shoot
you
it.
see this is the longest boss of all time, or Banjo? You haven't played Thunder Dragon 2 for scoring, though. Allow me to
I am playing this game for scoring.
Yeah, I know.
1 second. Wait 1 second that I can die here anyways. 1 second. Whoa. Okay. I'll stop joking. Okay, now I'm gonna shoot the head. Okay, we have... This is not my PV. Not at all.
No, not at all. I can just imagine you being like one of those grumpy grandfathers there playing on the arcade with a smoking on the mouth playing this, and every single kid is watching you behind and it's like, can I play now, please?
Back in the day, we actually had good games with true scoring. It was simple, it was fun. Well, not fun, but simple. And this is the last boss of the game, the true last boss. This is the TOB. The hive mind of normal planes. Whatever. Plasma, where are your war record news at? This is a new war record. At least the registered one. Through your actions, the Galaxy Haita world invasion was obstructed. However, without defeating the Galaxy Haita boss Lanian, the second and third world invasion will surely continue. You have no time to rest. Does this mean a second loop? No, it just means it was the first impact and,
It was... Yeah, there's the
third world invasion, and that's it. Just gonna put the name of the event. I will actually just put a... Okay, so I have to fill JMC for the run, for these streaming intent. And that's it. I told you, I forgot to put the credits, so basically, this is my fault.
I pretty funny that you
Okay.
promised 300,000 points and you got nearly 500,000.
Yeah,
wow.
I could actually do a lot better, but that's what happens when you program a game and you just forget that you programmed it until a week ago, and that's what happens.
I actually have to say that I respect you not because playing this. Like, I actually want to slap you in the face so badly right now. I respect you because you have the patience to play something like this. You have the patience to tolerate mashing buttons, destroying your stick for something like this.
No, I use keyboard.
You're mashing your keyboard to play something like this.
Yes. I played worse though. Don't worry.
I'm gonna haha with Jace because I'm from Mexico. So yeah, that was Saskanaska, guys. One man stole our jobs, but it was a lot of fun still.
Told you.
Awesome. That game is kind of reminds me of when Pearl played Bermuda Triangle and Slam too. Kind of similar.
Bermuda Triangle is good though.
Well, awesome.
Okay,
Thanks so
sorry.
much.
I wanted to stop sharing the screen, and I left the call. Sorry.
It's all good.
No problem. Got it taken care of.
All right.
Okay.
In my situation, I'm gonna see you guys later on another game. So I see you guys later on.
Yeah,
It was a
up
pleasure to
next
meet you.
is TC Strikers 2+3 with TwilightEX playing. That'll be awesome.
Okay.
We're gonna see a Nihonjin playing, guys. Let's keep running.
Oh, that is good.
Thank you. Good night. Dubs, One-Man, Mark, Radiant Ansel. Take care.
Take care.
Take care.
All right, gamers. I hope you really enjoyed the rest of the day today because we're going to start winding down the day with a very entertaining set of runs, but also one that's kind of surprisingly good. Surprisingly, good shmup gameplay, despite what you might think about this TC Strikers game upon first seeing it. So I'm Legless, and here with me I have the man of the day from earlier, playing Shiki, no missing the entire game, Rizardi.
はい、よろしくお願いします。
So, I hope you're ready for the comedy routine that is TC Strikers 2 and 3.
Okay, so I will explain what this game is about and why I'm playing it. So, what this game is about, the TC Strikers was a game which took heavy reference from Strikers series, the one that was played beforehand, the 1945. But the second and the third game is actually much more leaned towards the Danmaku feel, namely like Touhou and Dononpachi. The game's actually not that difficult and not too flashy for the dodging actions, to be honest. But it has a really good music and godlike characters designs, and a lot of weird English everywhere, as a Japanese indie game. Yeah, it's Japanese indie game should have. So we'll be having our commentators, Legolas and Rizardi, do voice acting for the game to put up a good show and showcase the story that this game offers. And as for why I'm playing this game, so when the game was introduced to the community, it was mainly focused on the art and the memes most of the time. But after I played this game for like quite a while, this game actually had really intriguing scoring system. So I decided to showcase this game to focus on the gameplay itself better. And so all of the routes and strategies that will be showcased today was found and developed by me, since no one ever plays this game. But I hope that after this run, you do? Okay.
Sometimes, very rarely.
I hope that after this run, more people will play it for the scoring scene. So that's it about me.
The funniest part is that, like, despite how bad the game looks, there is actual, like, scoring and shmup design behind it. Like, before we played this, there's already playfully said better stage design than Touhou. And I was like, you know what? That's actually kind of true.
So I'm currently trying to I'm seeing is my screen on? Okay. I'm gonna set up my cell phone real quick. Be right back.
Okay, he's going to set up his cell phone. Let's
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
it sounds very different, but yes, we can hear you.
Myself now. Just tell me when to go.
All right. Honestly, you can just go. Let's go. This game has a very interesting story. Let's just start with that.
Oh, for sure.
It's basically Touhou 7.
Yep. You thought
Let me
we were
just-
gonna have 4 Touhou runs on this event? Well, we have 6. Well, it's also a Strikers game. Honestly, this is better than the Strikers series. Like, no, not gonna lie.
Yeah. So right out the gate. Oh, He's gonna reset again just to make sure.
Wait, I think I'm a little bit behind on the stream. No, never mind. I'm fine.
All right, so
here we go.
stage 1. Quest for Truth. So, do you want to start explaining the score system just so we can get a grip on what's going on with this game?
I don't know, maybe you should. I mean, you probably know more about this
Yeah,
story,
that's
just
true.
quite honestly.
So basically the scoring system in this game is kind of like DDP. So the combo meter on the side, you can see, that actually doesn't have any bearing, direct bearing on your score. Like getting a higher combo meter doesn't mean getting more points. But instead it works like DDP where there's like a get point system. So by killing enemies and stuff, he's increasing that green number under his score. And when essentially what the combo meter is it's just a timer that gives him buffer in case he loses the chain, right? Yeah. So once he loses out a chain, it'll start decreasing rapidly. But the higher combo meter he has, the more time he has before it depletes to 0. Yeah, and laser increases it a lot.
Put it better.
So you can see there's some great enemy design here with weird chicken things.
You got flying chickens, you got weird ladies whipping the flying chickens, and you got weird ladies, and, I don't know, flying demons and shit.
I don't know, this guy drew all the sprites himself.
Oh yeah, the power system works in a way, you see those weird P items floating down the screen?
It's freezing. I should have bundled up.
We'll get to the power system later. You know how it is in the mountains in winter, don't you? But I'm sure that out-fat of yours will get you through this weather.
Ellipses.
What brought you up all the way up here?
Came here for investigation. I assume there is a mansion up ahead.
Ahead is a dwelling place for spirits. Turn back.
I've got to go this way to stop this abnormal climate.
Well, if you really want to, you have to defeat me before going any further.
Good thing it's easy for me.
What? What?
So here's the boss fights. The boss fights are honestly more boring than the stages, to be totally honest.
Yeah, I agree. Right, the power system. Bombs cost 250, I believe, or at least the first one does. And then any bomb afterwards costs more and more power. I don't know if that value resets on death or when it resets. I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know if it's in 2, but in 3 it definitely does.
Yeah,
and
3,
also and to regain his power, what he does is he hovers over those green power items that are dropped by enemies and bosses. Canonically, she's eating them.
Yes.
So
that's why they get smaller.
So he's milking the destructible bullets here because every destructible bullet will make use of the get power meter and also add 10 to the GP total. So it gives him a lot of score basically. Milking these destructible bullets is really big. It's kind of like Shiki, honestly, except you don't use your special thing, you use your shot. And these are basically spell cards, but they're called technical shoots because, strikers.
Strikers. The better strikers. You thought that wall by Meriscan was good earlier? Bro, we got fucking TC strikers, man. Knuckle the fuck up. Technical shoots. Nice.
Also, look at the bottom left. You might have noticed that there's... Oh, I'm sorry it turned out to be this way.
I'm the one who offered a fight. No worries.
She's censored.
Don't worry about it. She must have some purpose I can't even fathom. I'm not doing okay, though. I'm dead. I'm dying. Man. Yeah.
So if you look at the bottom left, there's a very inconspicuous looking ball there. And the reason for that is every technical shoot, if he doesn't die, he'll basically cap the card like in Touhou. He's allowed to bomb and he's actually allowed to get hit as well, but we'll see when that happens, if it ever does. And yeah, as long as he doesn't die, he'll basically cap the card and the card will give him a ball. There are 7 technical shoots in total, and if he gets all 7 of them, he'll be able to go to the extra stage. So that's the goal of this run.
Indeed it is.
But yeah, that's that. So another thing that's kind of funny is that the shot actually does more damage than the laser. The laser's main purpose. Yeah. The laser's main purpose is really to keep your to build up your chain rather than actually do a lot of damage, and also move slower, you know.
I guess we could drop some trivia on the game as well, unless you have some other technical details to
I mean, shoutouts to Toymine for first finding this game. Like, at first we thought, like Rez like showed off this game to people in like Elixir's Discord and stuff, because he was told about it by Toymine or something like that, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. He just went ahead and posted it to me in a DM. No comments. Just link the game. That's it.
Yeah. And I thought it was really funny. And then one time on Twilight's stream, Rosardi was talking about how he was like, dude, don't you like play worse when you just ate a lot? Right? And then I said TC Strikers mode because I remember the character is really fat.
Yeah.
So, and then he was like, TC Strikers, what's that? You were like, he used to play this game.
Yeah, but then I immediately regretted it. But then
I'm here.
Became Are you also sniffing out something? I'm Jessica. I'm a journalist. I was doing a research on the abnormal climate, which led me to one study.
How much do you know?
Are you a journalist too?
No, I'm not. I don't want to make money off of someone's misfortune.
I work for an occult magazine called New.
I don't have a problem with New.
I know nothing except that this is Dr. Rachel's house. How much do you know?
Well, I know everything.
That's interesting. I want to know in depth after I beat you up.
Surrender before your wounds get censored. So there's a second stage boss. A journalist.
A journalist. She has a couple strikers-ish patterns.
Like
if you've played a strikers game, then yeah, this should be very what's the word? Familiar.
Oh, this pattern's really messed up. He has to move only left and right here because she shoots bullets based on how you move. And if you move up and down, there's like some really messed up patterns. It's actually kind of, see, like it starts shooting those diagonal ones. All right, next technical shoot. This one's kind of inconsequential. Beginner killer, I guess.
Yeah, kind of chill.
Kind of chilling. Oh, by the way, Techno is his lives. He didn't. Oh, so he just got hit. So when he gets hit, he goes into like lock mode, which is essentially he's not allowed to bomb, and he does a little bit less damage as well. Oh crap!
Well,
dialogue.
he can't bomb. It hurts. Anyway, what do you know?
Everything.
Fantastic. You should write some articles for New. I'll give you a pair of special piercings in return.
I don't need a new pair of piercings.
Damn.
What is that in Japanese? Like, this is such a perfect pun.
Yeah, we gotta get Twilight to dump the English, the Japanese lore.
Yep. So now we have stage 3, regret, which is exactly us after deciding that we would play this game at Shmup Slam.
Yep. Yeah, the music is hella good, bros.
Yeah, the music is pretty. Like, I'm pretty sure the guy who made this game, DJ Artek, is actually primarily a music producer, but he just decided to do this as like a sort of passion project just to push his music. That's kind of like what Zune did with Touhou, anyways, right?
Yep. The better strikers and the better Touhou at the same time.
Yeah, techno music. It's actually kind of funny because I was looking on Twitter, and a lot of like I'm really into Dojin music, right, and rhythm games and stuff like that. A lot of those producers actually follow DJ Artek. It's actually really funny.
Man.
So it's quite surprising. He gets around, I guess. Okay, just destroying 5 blue balls will give him a 1-up. Now he has 6 lives. That's quite a few. He's pretty safe as long as he doesn't, you know, die on a technical shoot.
Well, the overall difficulty of the game is, it's not really high, I would say. I think Twilight gauged it around the average Touhou normal 1cc just for survival, like a survival clear, an original mode.
Yeah, he said like easy normal. Honestly, with the number of lives the game gives you, it's pretty easy. Where am I?
You came to visit me, right? This is the consciousness of my house talking directly to your mind.
Are you Dr. Rachel? Are you the one who caused this abnormal climate?
Yes, I'm sorry. During my lifetime, I was doing a research on future climate change. What's causing this abnormal device climate right now is a device built to counteract that future. Oh my god.
Why would it malfunction now?
I can't keep up. This sucks. I don't know the exact answer. Let me tell you the whole story.
It's gonna be long.
Right before I died, I passed the device down to my apprentice, telling her that the device must be preserved over several centuries. And that I wanted her to pass it on to someone she loves when she gets old. But then there came the Black Death. Oh god. She got infected like many people did. Keep the promise she made with me. She climbed up this mountain with the device all by herself. And she continues to keep her word even after her own death. As a spirit that has no memory except for the device.
I'm gonna go and stop it!
Thank you. I count on you, but Windia is very powerful. I know it sounds rude, but could you fight me so I can vouch for your strength?
I got it.
Windia. No, this is a Death Smiles prequel.
You Windia. Real great foreshadowing there, guys. But yeah, in lock mode, which he's in right now, he does less damage, and also is unable to bomb. And if he gets hit again, he'll lose life. And the first time you get hit, it'll be 20 seconds of lock until he restores regularness, and then the next time is 40, and then 60, and so on and so forth.
I must correct you on something earlier. During lock, as far as I know, you can't even bomb. Like, you just can't bomb.
Yeah, I said you can't bomb. I thought you said, yeah, whatever.
No. You said you aren't allowed to bomb.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, yeah, it's fine. I'm a little bit winded right now because I drank a beer.
Hello, lightweight.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're a zoomer. But yeah, he uses shot sometimes because it actually does more damage than laser. People don't like it. It's not something that's really intuitive, but he does it. Freeze! And there's stage 3 regret.
You're very strong. You're so mighty. I think you can do it. Please be safe. Man, sometimes he like skips long text really quickly, but then the short text is on screen for way longer.
It's hard to gauge.
Yeah, it's hard to gauge it. It's fine. It's not his problem. It's my fault. If anything, I am to blame for everything.
Don't worry about it. It's funny because when she eats the entire power item, it starts growing big again. Like, yeah. And then it's also upside down. Like, very good programming, dude.
Yeah. Man, come on, can't blame him. This is like a fucking, like, whatever, fun project.
This is the room or troll 2 of shmups. I agree, honestly. Well, the problem is, it's not even like objectively bad like The Room is. Like, The Room is objectively a bad movie, but like, it's still funny because it's so bad. This actually has some gameplay. Like, it's not even terrible gameplay. This is actually better than Kusoge.
Yeah, there is stage design for sure. There is scoring. There's chains you can keep up. There is score item value. There's chickens, flying chickens and shit.
Yeah, and like the scoring is actually kind of balanced. Like, it actually does, like, there's no like massive breaking thing. There's a balanced sense of, you know, scoring each stage separately, and there's a good scaling with it too. I don't know what Twilight's record is right now. I think it's like 30 million around.
Whatever it is, it's the world record, baby.
World record player.
Yeah, man, the music is nice. But I think the later stage musics are not as good as early game. From what I remember, at least.
Logically, early game music should actually be better because it's the one you're going to be listening to more often.
Exactly.
Also, yes, Aya pattern. That was an Aya pattern.
Well, now we got helicopter chickens.
Ooh, he got hit. Oh, okay. He just intentionally took a death there to make sure he didn't get locked for 2 million years. Although he got locked again immediately right after that.
Yep. But it's only 20 seconds.
Yep. His score is gonna be hampered a little bit. This won't be world record anymore. I'm unfortunate to say, guys. Yeah. What a good game.
Asta says in chat, you have to play 3 too? Well, yeah. He will be playing 3 after.
3 is actually quite interesting. Honestly, I'm looking forward to it. I think you guys are really gonna like 3. Chickens are behind the abnormal weather pattern. Yeah, this is the PCB. There's an eternal winter. Blah 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 blah. Apparently, Techno is like a business owner or some crap. I don't know why you'd name it someone Techno. Sorry for breaking the silence. My name is Techno. Could you please show up, man? You are Windia, right?
I don't know, but that name brings back a bit of memories.
I came here to stop the device.
I can't let you do that.
Why not?
I don't know, but it's something that shouldn't be stopped.
The world is gonna get devastated without stopping it. I have to stop the device, even if I have to rough you up.
I won't let you stop it.
Alright, forgive me. We start out with a technical shoot. Crystal Cave! Cave washing machine?
Man.
Spam pattern? It's like they're bringing Ketsui TLB. No way, dude.
Extendo.
Oh, good luck! Yeah, you get 3 score extends, I believe. And when you get the last one, which is at like 10 million, it says good luck. Just really funny to me. This pattern's kind of RNG, honestly, so he's gonna do his best to dodge it. Maybe milk it a little bit.
Do your blessed, Twilight Sun.
Oh, he got hit.
No good. No good. Wait, is this a technical shoot? Is it?
No, it's not. It's
no,
not.
It's not.
He just doesn't get any more score. Yeah, getting hit or bombing also breaks your chain. So if you want to score this game, you have to, you know, go to Hoomer mode and no miss, no bomb.
Yeah. Well, it is trying to be a strikers and cave game in spirit. You know, you gotta have that no miss, no bomb scoring thing.
Yeah.
I believe that was an intentional death. That was an intentional SD. Yeah. Just so he has full auto bomb for this.
You want it to be safe, although you can bomb the technical shoots, like, and still capture them. True. Yeah, which is what he just did.
That was a safety bomb, good safety bomb.
Yeah, we need to see the extra stage, even though it's completely unrelated to the story. Spoilers. Freeze! Just for context, the first game says brave.
Yeah, like whenever you finish a like spell pattern or boss pattern, it just stops, freezes for a second, and says brave.
Must have been like a programming thing. I don't know why, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't get it.
All right, on to the final stage. Who could possibly be the final boss? Now that we've already gotten rid of Windia, who could it possibly be? Either way, 5 balls. Yeah, we need 2 more. The last technical shoot is actually like a really new player. Actually, we'll get there when we get there. It's a new player killer, but we'll get there when we get there.
Yep.
So now we have chicken cannons, chickens flying in the sky. 10 out of 10 art.
Did we get the chickens being whipped yet?
Yeah, they were in the first stage.
Right, man. Oh yeah,
We also got angels
flying...
holding fish.
Yeah. Is that a Darius reference?
And Doritos.
Oh, you know what else is gonna be in this stage? Let's not spoil it yet.
What is it?
Well, you know what? The legendary.
Okay, we'll get there when we get. I totally forgot what we were talking about because I'm like probably drunk right now, but we'll get there.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Sober Legless knows what I'm talking about. That's all that matters.
Oh,
there we go.
oh yeah.
Yeah, we got the spinny balls or whatever the fuck you want to call them here. They don't have lasers.
Missing the lasers,
Good
but welcome to DFK, guys. If you didn't catch it earlier today, I think we have our fill of DFK here.
Yeah, it was right at the start.
Yeah, a lot of us were asleep for that one, but if you missed it, we got some backup here. They're not they're indestructible, just like in DFK as well. It's so annoying. Man, in DFK 1.0 they were actually destructible. Oh, Windia shows up again. How are you doing?
And what's this pattern from? This is so familiar.
This is like DDP Stage 3 boss.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
It's just the big. Oh, this is also DDP.
Stage 6 boss, but without the laser shit from the side.
Yeah, without the BS. Man.
All right, what else we got here? More chickens. More good
these
stage
patterns
design.
are not even that bad. I never understood how to like program a shmup. I know Mark kind of knows how to do it because he's trying to do it, but like, man, shmup should logically be one of the easier games to program, but I never understood how the hell to do it. Even though I want to be fair, I don't program.
Possibly easy to program, but not easy to design.
That's true. You have to know the genre to like actually make one.
Yeah. Like this dude, DJ Artek definitely played his fair share of shooting games.
Well, I mean, he likes Striker. He likes Strikers. He plays Psycho.
And Touhou.
So. And Touhou. And probably Cave, too. Oh, I mean, definitely Cave, because he has a DDP
Definitely.
reference.
Yeah, and you got flying chickens, helicopter chickens. Definitely a Ketsui reference.
There's literally nothing in Ketsui that's not made of metal. You'll reach the final of TC Strikers 2. She is waiting for you, everlasting time. Honestly, this game's less funny in Japanese because it makes sense in Japanese, but the English is so broken. Dr. Rachel had a daughter who passed away. She named the device after her, hoping it would save the world. It got named Shiel. It's not Shell.
You look so huge. I thought you were a bear for a second. Cow.
Boo.
Fuck.
Can you play with me?
Ellipses.
I want to play outside. I want to play in the sunshine.
Okay.
Then take me outside if I win.
Alright, I will if you win.
Yay! I'm definitely gonna win. Wahoo!
He actually did the Luigi thing. Alright, here's the final boss. Shieru. It's not Shell, it's Shieru. I don't know why the hell DJ Artek made it Shell.
Google Translate, baby.
True. Yeah, but ciel means sky in French. Like...
Man, I don't know, dude. I don't speak Japanese, sorry.
Well, French, dude. Anyways, whatever.
I don't speak French.
True. Some Charles Martinet in there. True bathroom STG. But yeah, not too much going on here. This is actually kind of a difficult boss when it comes to the bullet pattern. There's a lot of spam here. You can easily just get hit and break your chain.
Yep.
Hard for score.
No technical shoot, though. So, it's all good.
Not at this part, at least. Later on, you'll be seeing them. Actually, before the technical shoot, I'm gonna go to the washroom. You just talk about his milking.
Right. think we mentioned you can milk a lot of patterns in this game. Like the blue bullets you see, they are destructible, and they give you an equivalent amount to the point item value that you can see on the right. The green number on the right, that's the point or score item value. It increases with every bullet destroyed. So he's gonna be milking it as much as possible without timing it out. Ooh, very juicy. Point value is kind of low though, because I believe he got hit earlier. It's a per stage point item value that resets. Yeah, well, it resets on stage. You can just kind of stand still here for this entire pattern. Welcome back. Yeah, you can just stand still. Total safe spot.
Imagine a safe spot that's just sitting underneath the boss. What a great design.
Some nice point milking.
Also, the combo is automatically held for you, so you don't even need to worry about it running out by not shooting. What a convenient feature.
Yep.
Specifically built for milking.
I mean, this is one of the better scoring systems I've seen in a lot of fucking games.
True.
You know?
It truly is Cherno, he said. Okay, so this is actually kind of a hard pattern. Silent Spring. It's like Boap, but not. But he actually does have to seriously dodge here, so he doesn't get screwed over. And there's destructible bullets too.
This is like half of a Hibachi pattern, but slower.
You would actually have to time that out if you wanted to milk the destructible bullets there. Yeesh. So this one's impossible to dodge at the bottom. You have to go up right in front of her. But it's pretty easy once you get that down. It's like Ketsui's stage 3 final.
Yeah. Gotta find a lane and stick with it. Big
Freeze.
Juicy cancel. Look at that. Mmm, delicious.
Stars don't really give much until there's a lot of them. So there's the whole main game, but we still have the extra stage, which we got from collecting 7 balls. Let's go! So we got the TLB, who is Windia but younger. I don't know. This is supposed to be happened. Apparently, this is supposed to be like 300 years ago or something, like some deep lore. I don't
fucking know, man.
Either way, we got some beautiful Danmaku patterns coming in here. There are actually a couple milkable patterns in this fight, which is actually really funny. But it's not like they give a lot of points because your GP value is reset to 0, so you don't have any like pre-stage GP to work off of.
Yeah, no full game scoring, sadly.
Hey, we'll see that in TC Strikers 3.
Yep.
Yeah. This game was like a DDP philosophy when it came to scoring, and the next game is actually. Are there any chaining games that actually do carry chain over stages?
Danmaku Unlimited.
Oh,
3 at least? No, 2.
Wait,
Danmaku Unlimited 2.
Yeah, 2 carries chains. I think 3 doesn't.
Yeah, it's full game chaining, and you're not allowed to get hit ever.
Yeah, TC Strikers 3 is like that. More blue balls.
Yeah, someone in chat was like, move on to Truxton 2. Dude, it's not time to sleep yet. You can go to sleep soon, okay?
Rosardi says it's not time to sleep yet, as it is like literally 3 a.m. for him. Wait, no, like, yeah, 3 a.m.
It's almost 4.
Oh my gosh, it's almost 4. Oh my.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna start at like 1 a.m. Not 4, not 3, sorry.
Yikes. That's what happens when we're behind schedule. But we enjoyed it either way. He had a nice calzone. Got himself into TC Strikers mode, eating a lot.
Yep, I had a full calzone. Good shit.
And he has another one for tomorrow. Epic mode.
Yep. Oh hell yeah.
So now we have giant walls.
Micro-dodging?
That you have to micro dodge through these. There's no way you can macro them. Literally Touhou mode.
Nah, dude, it's Shikigami 1 final level. Final
True.
Stage.
Does TC stand for Touhou Cave Strike? Wait, that's actually genius!
We did not come up with that.
Yeah, no, that
I
never.
I just called it thick. I just called it thick strikers, like TC, thick.
Yeah. Actually, Touhou Cave Strikers make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Wow, that's actually genius. Alright, so he's about to end this now, although there are a couple destructible bullets you can melt here. Freeze! Oh, getting a big ol' freeze.
GG. Sadly, not a world record, but yeah, pretty close.
Congratulations! TC Strikers
3 is truly over. Thank you for the hard battle for a long stretch of time. We respect for your bravery and enthusiasm, and really appreciate. See you next stream. May God keep you.
May God keep you. I love it. Congratulations! Congratulations!
You are president.
This is so funny to me. Dude, when DJ Artex saw that score, he was like, is that score even possible?
You mean for 2 or for 3?
For 2. I mean, he'll say the same thing about 3, dude. Alright, now on to 3. 3 has a very, and also a very interesting story and a very interesting scoring system. In fact, we're going to showcase some strats that have never been seen before in the world of TC Strikers.
Oh,
please
we got
don't do
original
beginner.
mode, we got light mode, we got beginner mode, and we got, what is the thing? Overshoot.
Yeah, those Overshoot is like overdrive spell cards from Touhou, or Last Words as you call them. So, TC Strikers 3 has a very different score system. So the score is contrasting to the previous game. The score is entirely based off of your chain meter. So in this game, you do want a high combo chain meter number. And what the chain meter affects is the value of stars. So he wants to get as many stars as possible. Oh my!
Point blank, power shooting, very nice.
Oh yeah, power shoot. Yeah, power shoot is the other mechanic in this game that's really kind of funny. So if you're above 750 power, you can press C to activate Power Shot, which A, increases your rank, B, makes your shot and laser stronger. He's gonna reset here.
Reset. Yep.
But the biggest selling point of Power Shot is that the shot, if you use the shot and hit things with it, it'll spawn stars, and stars are the only thing that generates score in this game. And this, the value of stars is also directly tied to your current combo meter, so it's just really lucrative to spam Power Shot as much as possible.
Someone asks what rank does. It does increase the general difficulty in the game, and it gives you access to the last, like a secret stage or extra stage or whatever, but also a couple patterns in the game. Like some patterns are exclusive to above a certain rank.
Yeah, rank does make the game quite a bit harder, actually. Rank actually very much affects how difficult the patterns are in this game. Yeah, you increase rank by, destroying power carriers, activating Power Shot, not bombing and dying. Bombing and dying will decrease your rank, and essentially what happens is at the very end of every stage, your current rank is added to a total rank point thing, and if your total rank points is above a certain number at the end of the game, you will enter the extra stage. Which is kind of like the previous one.
Is he entering it this run, or is he skipping it?
No, he's skipping it this run because of a very specific. Well, A it's to save time. B, it's too inconsistent. And C, we want to do something.
Where are you going with out of shape? That way, be careful.
He skipped one of them. Feels bad. You forgot it.
Thanks.
By the way, do you know who I am?
No, why?
Well, I've lost my memory, and I'm on a journey to find myself.
That's hard time. More than me going up the stairs.
But looking at your thick legs, I may remember something.
Oh, you can see them as long as you like.
No thanks.
Ellipses. Anyone else notice that he has a friggin' turnip? He's just holding a turnip. Why is this kid just holding a turnip? I don't understand.
Good question. Alright, more bullet milking. However, they barely give score. Oh.
Oh,
Did he
no,
take
he's
a
gonna
hit?
reset again. It's fine, he didn't reset in 2, so we have time for it. We're not gonna read the dialogue this time, though, I think.
Yeah. You're so meaty.
I mean, mighty. Yeah, I just like to call him the Mygo kid because he's a shirt that says Mygo on it. Actually, I don't know. Is it Rizardi said later in the game they say she, so I guess it's actually a girl, but I don't know.
No, only once. Every other time it's referred to as he.
Oh, okay.
I think it's
Might as well just call them
translation.
they then.
It's just
Yeah, translation too, yeah.
Inaccuracy.
I have lost it.
Same.
I have definitely lost it. I'm fucking. I'm having a great time right now. Honestly, this is the best way to cool down after both of us getting like pretty good runs earlier today.
Bro, that was the best run I'll ever have in my life for Shikigami 1.
Yeah, pack it up. We'll go play another shmup.
Well, my score can still be better. Like, yeah, it doesn't matter. That's a different topic.
Honestly, a game where you just milk the end, like, I don't know, that's really worth going for a higher score. You already have a no miss.
Yeah, but the thing is, now that we're just doing stage 1 again, might as well. I could have beaten my PB in that run actually, but I went for the no miss instead. It would have, because I thought I would be more impressive, because there is no video of any no miss for this game.
Okay, yeah, that's good actually.
And it's also a good score too, like more than 3 billion and a no miss.
Where are you going with out of shape?
That the funniest part. Okay, we'll actually no, we'll get there when we get there. So yeah, stream is as you can see, rank actually does affect the patterns quite a bit. Also, destructible bullets are not milkable in this game. As you can see, they just give 10 points. Really unfortunate.
Extruder in chat, legless, commentating about long legs. Is this
Flee
jealousy?
for freedom. Oh yeah, this pattern's interesting, but he just cheesed it with the power shot. Normally it's like Oku's final from Touhou 11. It actually sucks you in.
Oh god, dude. Oh, notice he just got the final extend, the final score.
Power.
No,
That happens when
not
you
at
finish with
all.
power. Ellipses.
Ellipses.
I love this eye tracker. He's looking at her waist.
Floor clear bonus.
Bonus. Hey, 2021, that's the current year. Let's go. Have a nice trip. Oh yeah, there's a message that displays every time before it loads into the next stage. Also, I don't know why this is like a thing in this game, but for some reason, every time a new stage loads in, the frame rate drops to like nothing for like 1 second.
It's probably loading all the assets for the stage at once.
Why not load them in the loading screen, bruh?
Bro.
Yeah, he already got the final extend in the first stage because of a forbidden strat that enables him to hold power shot for way longer than he should normally be able to. We're not going to disclose the strat here, but just watch the magic.
Yep. The replay mafia.
The Japanese replay mafia. Dude, Twilight was like, I don't want to use my eye tracker because people will know I'm looking at techno.
Yeah.
The first time he played this game, he said she doesn't look half bad, to be honest.
Yeah.
This is the most epic gamer moment. It's slow down. Oh, true, it's slow down, just like DFK. Actually, big brain.
Man, I would like to get a eye tracker too, but they're like $200 or more.
Yeah, this guy has money.
Where are you going with out of shape?
That way! Over there!
Did you get a travel permit?
No, I didn't.
I can't issue that because you are overweight.
Why not?
I was kidding, but we're closed today. Please come back tomorrow.
I want to go today.
I want to go back home now.
I don't care. The best
more
exchange.
power. More
It's
power
British.
of cheese.
Yeah, so the story of the game is that we're supposed to go to an island to like investigate a volcano. Something weird going on with the volcano. But she's not letting us have a... Oh yeah, by the way, these are supposed to be papers. I thought... At first we thought they were, like, missing sprites, but they're literally just papers, so they're just gray rectangles.
To work, I had a date with a 2D anime character.
That sounds fun. I'm only popular with a few geeks. I'm sure she knows which geeks, though. I'm sure you guys know which geeks.
This stage is kind of funny. Depending on where you stay on the screen, you move to either the left route or the right route. You can see the, in quotation marks, map on the bottom left. I think Twilight goes to the right every time.
Yeah, he goes right every single time. It's the most scoring, I guess. What was the game that also had this mechanic? I forgot.
Man,
Like within
Lennon.
stage.
Oh no, it was Lennon 4.
Oh, Lennon. Yeah, it was Lennon. Yeah. There was another one. I think Twilight brought it up when we were rehearsing. By the way, we actually rehearsed for this. I find that so funny. We actually rehearsed for this one. Okay, so we got Revenge Bullets. Streams. Rank actually kind of makes it difficult, especially because if you want to score, like, the chain carries between stages, so the only way to decrease rank is to literally bomb or die, and that breaks your chain. Like, breaking your chain is the only way to decrease rank. That's supposed to be a deal, by the way.
Big milk, big milk.
Big milk. Mega, as we would say.
Ah, juicy.
Stars, so many stars. So here's a mid-boss.
That's the Marine Gird.
We are Marine Gird. For some reason, only this mid-boss gives a 1-up. Like, the other ones don't give... Like, if you go down a different path, you actually don't get a 1-up, and I don't know why.
I'm the captain. Captain, we don't know what that means.
We're the Coast Guard, just like the title says.
I am Techno.
Nice to meet you, Miss Faye.
So, can I see your pass, please?
I don't have one, but I got permission.
Well, then I can't let you through.
Let's do it, Captain.
You will, Captain. No.
Captain.
Yes, Captain. Captain.
Wait, no, that's you. Fuck.
I don't understand this dialogue whatsoever.
Yeah.
This is the only one where I actually legitimately have no idea what the hell it is supposed to mean. Oi, where's your lawns at? Yeah, that's basically this. That's basically this exchange. When you see it. Is she holding a cucumber? I think it's supposed to be... Oh wait, I forgot. No, you're allowed to bomb in this game. Yeah. No, bombing in this game doesn't decrease your chain. In 2 it does.
Good speed kill. Big juicy
Yeah.
cancel. I knew that Captain will not win though.
That's pity.
Well...
It's not good for the government, so can you stay on the boat tonight? Eat well.
I will take a video and post it on Twitter.
I got it. Dude. Yeah, you are allowed to bomb in this game. Well, it won't break your chain. So I guess there is a way to decrease your rank, but the bomb cost will go up every time you use it. Unless there's also an exploit that Twilight does that actually enables him to decrease the bomb cost for every stage, but we're not going to disclose that either. But yeah, bombing will decrease your power, so you won't be able to use the power shot. So that'll also decrease your scoring potential.
We may see a world record.
Yeah. I think Twilight is like 200 million, doesn't he?
I believe so. Legless, what does the combo counter say?
What do you mean, what does the combo counter say?
Well, what does the combo counter say?
It says combo.
No, below that. Jesus.
The number. It has 9... What? It's over 9,000.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Exactly.
Damn it, it took me that long to get the joke.
Man, come on, dude. No, this is extra cringe.
You should have said what's the combo level. Then I would have gotten the joke faster. Yeah. At least 12. It's over 9,000.
Indeed. Oh well. Are we gonna hit a combo counter stuff?
Does it actually stop? I think it goes 10,000 and beyond. Oh yeah, it does. It does. We can counter stop it if we can get it to like 2.1 billion or whatever the number is.
There we go.
Phantasmagoria, choose moment.
Curious why he stopped the power shot there, because there was a lot of...
That's the joke.
Speed.
This dude is slow. Fire him. Damn, I need to get fired from Shmup Slam. No more Zero Ranger runs for you guys. Yeah, you guys don't deserve it anyway.
Notice the statues that shoot bullets and cancel bullets. That's actually a Mushihime-sama stage 4 reference.
Yeah, and they turn upside down when you kill them. This actually feels like Mushihime-sama now. Oh, he's gonna bomb. Oh, okay. So he's still got the stars. It's very good. Got a sign that says volcano.
The thing on the right says Brave Men Load with an L.
It's supposed to be Brave Men Lane, I think.
You're so fat and going there?
Yes. I wonder that she has never seen herself in a mirror.
There's an active volcano out there and it's dangerous, but you're still going?
Do it for me.
Who's this kid?
I didn't know he was here.
That kid.
What?
Maybe this kid could save you from the volcano.
This kid?
Try with me. If you couldn't beat me, this kid is real.
It's not gonna be easy, is it? I can't believe he still has his chain. What the hell? Like, what's going on?
Man, this is gonna be world record, man. Undefeatable world record if he full chains the game.
Dude. Stage 5 is like actually hell though. And I mean that in a literal sense, you'll see. He's actually doing some good rank management here. It's 3.8. Honestly, this pattern is actually kind of crappy to deal with if you're on rank 4.
Ooh, okay, that was the bomb.
You're gonna bomb again, yeah.
He's not gonna be able to power cheese though. He's kind of
That's fine. He carries it into the next stage, you know, that kind of thing. You know, sacrifices. Freeze fall. Yeah, okay. This pattern is actually really BSy. Like, it actually sucks to deal with this pattern. Okay, you got hit. There goes the chain.
Rip. But yeah, still a good score. What is this record right now?
Like 200 million. Near 200 million, I think. Chincha.
Perhaps this kid is real.
I don't know what's going on, but it's something.
I don't know for sure either, but I feel like I'm being protected by something. I'm sure they'll protect you even when you're in pieces.
Thanks for the good advice.
Take care of yourself.
Dude, why does the kid have a robotic arm? That's actually kind of dumb.
Fuck if I know. Is the kid supposed to be like in a fucking coma or something? Because it doesn't say anything.
Deep TC Strikers lore is not my specialty, friend.
Well, yeah.
Actually, it kind of is. You know what's the funniest part? DJ Artek has said that he wants to make 9 games. 9 TC Strikers games. That's actually really funny because, like, the funniest part is that every time he's made one, it has actually genuinely improved in terms of like programming and gameplay. It's not obviously it's not like an objectively good. Actually, it kind of is, but like you know what I mean. Like it's not super good yet, but at least the fact that he's like improving is crazy.
This would have been a massive cash-in if he kept the chain from earlier.
Yeah.
Ah, here we got it. Here we go. The spinny bullshits again.
he really likes his DFK wheels, doesn't he? So
The
much that he
laser.
would put them in 2 games consecutively in Stage 5.
The laserless wheels.
Dude, he actually already announced TC Strikers 4. It might actually be good.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, the games would be pretty decent if you hired, like, an actual artist.
Yeah, where's some guy? The shmup lore man.
It's just... Dude, some guy DJ Artec collab would actually be sick.
Man.
That would be so funny. He would need to learn Japanese, though. These don't look good, but these play good. I am not gonna lie, like, these games actually play pretty fine. Sometimes there's a lot of slowdown because, you know, maybe it's just a programming thing, but like, they play way more comfy than they look.
Well, if you're also not a score guy for like random doujin shmups, then you might not find too much enjoyment out of this one in particular, because it's not hard for survival at all.
Oh my god, it's a stone like from Radiant Silvergun.
No, it's the Stella Vanity
Ikuruga.
TLB.
Oh, true, the Stella Vanity. Man, I'm kind of. Oh wait, no, we do have it still. We have Galactorate playing tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
He
soon.
plays-
With
he
a
plays
week
before
sim.
I do.
Yeah.
So I gotta be on commentary and then play myself right after.
Germany block. I'm looking forward to that. Rank 4 is not a pushover. We got Choco
Oh,
Puffs
no,
falling
dude.
from the sky. Or Sterkus.
Or poop
Yep.
balls.
Yep. Sterkus means poop in Latin.
Yeah, I know.
Poggers.
Le Pogère.
Le Pogère. More balls. Blue revolver, brother. Man. More poop Kano. Oh, he broke his
Another
chain
hit.
again before the final boss.
Did you come from over there with out of shape?
Yes. She needs a mirror too.
Does that bother you? The wings?
Yes.
I'm a heavenly folk, though. I'm not supposed to show myself to earthly folk.
Why are you here?
My son has been missing for a few days. I came looking for that, but I had no
She
clue.
literally said son.
Well,
It's a boy.
I'm taking a break. Sarah? Is that Sarah? Did you bring her here? Good. Good, thanks, Sarah. Didn't you get hurt? Question mark.
Do you know who I am?
Ellipses.
Sarah, what happened to your memory? Ellipses.
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 5 ellipses! Exclamation mark. You think you can just get him back for free? He's a detainee. If you want to get him back, get him.
Ellipses. Ellipses. Ellipses! Exclamation mark. Yeah, I'm going to get him back from you with everything I can do.
Come on! Keep your eyes on. Okay,
Ellipses,
so the fun,
question mark.
basically the the premise of what's happening. Oh, by the way, she's Oku. The premise of what's happening here is that Techno wants to fight the angel lady because doing so will like make the kid regain his memories. That's the big brain plot that Techno is going for here. I'm not joking. But yes, this is Oku.
Yeah, this is a good run before the 2 fucking Touhou 11 runs tomorrow.
Actually, it's kind of funny because if you remember, the stage 1 boss, the kid, had the Oku final spell where it sucks you in, and there's like a spiral. It's kind of like foreshadowing for this. Actually showing that this guy knows how to create motifs in Danmaku patterns, which is actually kind of cool. I mean, Touhou does it well. This guy does it too, so it's better than a lot of arcade shmups. I'm gonna let you know that, like, seriously.
Zonpire this man.
Hold heat hot. So, Twilight is actually gonna intentionally decrease his rank by a bunch of methods here, so he doesn't get the extra stage. Dude, these backgrounds are pretty trippy. It's a nuclear reactor, just like in Touhou.
Hashtag rank control.
This rank is forced rank 3 or higher, but he's going to repeatedly try to decrease his rank. There is no escape. Wait, is he able to guarantee not going to the extra stage here?
I don't actually know.
Bomb and die. I don't know. We'll see what he does.
Yeah.
This guy's so skilled at the game that it's... Oh, no. Oh, yeah. No. What he's going to do is he's going to time out the attack. Yeah, he's going to time out the attack. Timing out the attack gives you no rank points, I believe.
No extra stage, so we can fit in the time. Like, so we don't go over time, basically.
Well, there's also a secret.
Okay.
You get negative points for doing that.
Technical shoot, malus. Bonus, malus.
Yeah, okay.
what the
He
English
did his rank control properly. Wait, who's reading this? You want to read this, or do you want me to read this?
You can be the narrator.
Oh, wait, no, it's fine.
Oh.
Are you okay?
Are you okay? Exclamation mark. Ellipses.
Ellipses.
You did well.
Exclamation mark.
Ellipses.
He's crying.
Mom.
God damn. It's 4 a.m. Thank you very much.
I didn't do anything.
I hope to see you again someday.
Yes, I'll see you someday. Like this, the angels went home. Apparently that kid flew out of the heavenly ret. A child's curiosity knows no bounds. I could feel his mother's concern for him. Ellipses, I wonder if I'll ever be like him. Fee.
Fee.
Fee is you know that fee is the only reason why we didn't go to the extra stage.
Yep. GG DJ Artec.
Oh, what a good game. This is such a good game. Thank you, DJ Artec. Mark, this game makes me ellipses. Guys, Twilight is never going to be allowed in Shmup Slam again. Special thanks. And you. This is a Zune thing, right? Oh yeah, one more final message that we have to leave with you guys. Just wait for it. We need to read this together. Thank you for playing. May God
bless you.
Project Anthem 2020.
Anthem 2020.
Dude, thank you for playing. May God bless you. It's just so funny because it's like out of place, but it's so funny.
Ellipses.
Oh my God, he actually played really well though. He actually played that quite well. That was actually unironically a good score. In both 2 and 3 actually. Like,
well, what do you expect from the Hellsinker world record holder?
I mean, yeah, he's talented. Welcome back.
Hey.
Nope.
That was a good run. If I didn't drop the
Yo, Artec is in the chat.
Artec is in chat. Yeah. Thank you for making the game, Artec. Thank you very much.
Say it in Japanese, dude.
アルテックさん、TC ストライカーズ4、早く作って。嘘ですけど。まあ、とても面白いゲームですね、本当に。もうちょっと売り上げが上がればいいかなと。ですけど。
ありがとう、Artec-san。
ありがとうございます。Artec様。
音楽はとてもいいです。
If you play the sequel, I want to be hired as part of the voice talent.
Oh,
I want to roll.
Let's go. Oh, okay.
Voice acting? Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm not gonna lie.
What do you think of the series, Mark?
Oh, I thought it was like jank enough to be entertaining. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's
yes.
That's my feeling as well. It's pretty jank, but it's very, very fun.
Every Shmup Slam needs the entertainment runs. Like
needs the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah. To be fair, we had a pretty good block here today with Kyo self commentary that's very entertaining, and then we had Saskanaska, which had great commentary as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have this.
Yeah. So it seems like you all conspired.
Yeah.
Plotted to put like a meme shmup block or something.
Yeah, definitely. But it definitely plays better than a meme shmup. Maybe it has good scoring mechanics.
Yeah, he said it's not a kusoge. It's really not a kusoge because it's not bad. It's more like bakage, idiot shmup. You know what I mean? For comedy effect.
Mm-hmm. Well.
We got one last run to go for the day.
Yep.
Coming into have we hit 12 hours yet? Let's see. I'll pull up.
Well, I'll give him one message then, huh? Can I give him one last message?
Yes.
Yeah. So please buy the game. It's like $5 in Steam, so you can find it really easily. So please buy the game and support DJ Artec for the coming TC Strikers 4. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Mototsuku
based.
Also, Artec in chat said, please say thank you to the commentary in chat.
Oh,
yeah.
I am flattered. Thank you very much.
I am honored.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, it's Truxton 2 time.
Yep.
All right, peace.
I'm gonna watch this in bed. I need to go to sleep as well.
Yeah,
bye.
See you
I'm
guys.
gonna do I'll be in bed too and pass out while watching Truxton 2.
Yep. See you guys.